All righty, all righty. So, hey, welcome everybody to Sunday Night Live, Random Adventures 2.0. And I already see people in the comments. Hey, Ulrich, the Black Heart, Carl, Stephanie, and hey, Kensley, how are you doing? And the old Kraken dated Small Town Adventures. And I said Carl Simpson, and looks like StreamYard Live. All right. And we got 10 people watching. Well, where are we at? Well, let me look this way. So this is Skeeter's Barbecue over here in Shamokin Dam. I stopped here last week just to check to see if I could maybe see the river good from up here and maybe do a live here, since we did a live at another barbecue place here not too long ago. But one of the reasons why I wanted to stop here is because of this bridge right over here. Okay, so that's the Sunbury Bridge that goes over. Hey, honey, how are you doing? So there she is, and Josh camping in Outdoors Adventures. So this bridge has a little bit of meaning to me. That's when, if you go back in the playlist, back in March, there was a March Bridge Challenge, and I did it at this end, which is the Shamokin Dam side. I camped under the bridge 27 hours before I had a major stroke and lost all movement on my right side. So a little bit of being here, kind of a little emotional as well. But Skeeter's Barbecue, I got to say, they got great barbecue, brisket, and everything. Not that they're sponsoring me, but I am using their parking lot. I met the owner, Alex, and also the manager, Tucker. So, hey, guys, if you're watching, really appreciate this. So, hey, let's see, Chris, Conrad, Robert. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hey, Tony. I'm going to be touching the screen. I don't have access to my computer when I'm out here. So if you've got a question for me, put 3 question marks in front of the question, and then that'll catch my eye, and then I'll answer it real quick. So Conrad says, good Maryland trip, question mark. Very good. So we went down to see Jonathan earlier this week. Last week now, because it's Sunday. It started a new week. So Lisa and I, Miss 2.0, and I went down to visit Jonathan. We left on Tuesday and got down there. Hey, Debbie, how are you doing? So we got down there, and we went out to Jonathan took us and his wife took us out to a Korean barbecue. Oh, boy, that was good. How about it, hon? Yeah. Hey, Andrew, how are you doing? Hey, Tony, how are you doing, brother? I'm doing great. I'm here. Had to get the pet away from Phil adult beverage. Alrighty. So I know I tell y'all to put question marks in, and I still try to read them without the question marks. All right. So we got down to Maryland. We spent the night down at Jonathan's and kind of helped them get settled in just a little bit. They just moved off base over in the Glen Burnie area. Beautiful area down there. If you've ever been down there. Lisa says, yes, that Korean barbecue is awesome. So if we ever get a chance to go back, we're definitely going to go back. But Jonathan, thank you very much for treating your mom and I for dinner. That was awesome. Yes. And Jonathan just texted me pictures of, he did a pork butt or a pork shoulder. He was doing that. So if the pictures could talk, they are really good. So a little bit of why. So when we got back, it's been raining and stuff like that, but I really wanted to get down. We wanted to get down and see Jonathan, and we got back, and then late Wednesday, and I ran out quick and I did the ONEWIND hammock review. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try to get out camping. If I can't, I really hated to do it, like not have a camping video for Friday, but it just worked out that I didn't do one Friday. So that was the review of that hammock. And man, wow, is that a really nice hammock? That airy 11-foot double hammock, very, very comfortable. I haven't spent the night in it, but I laid in it there for a little while I was filming. did a little bit of editing while I was in there just to make sure I caught a lot of the points. So I was kind of hanging out there until it started to rain. So I don't have a ONEWIND tarp yet, but I think once they see the video, they've already said I can ask for another product to review. So I'm thinking of possibly a tarp. Not sure yet, but all right. Hello, Lisa. You doing okay? Yes. So we got 25 people on here. Now, I cannot see likes when I'm watching this. So if you got a like and you haven't done one yet, go ahead over there and smash that like. So the barbecue place there, they make amazing coleslaw. I have to say their coleslaw is really, really good. And if Miss 2.0 would tell you, she knows that both, she would say both her and I both love coleslaw. Yep. Yeah, so the sun sets over this way. So that's already down past the ridge over there. So we wouldn't even see it if we looked. All right. So I thought I would set up here because it's a great look down river. So going that way, probably if I wanted to get down to where Jonathan's at, I'd hop on the Susquehanna River here. So this is the Susquehanna River, one of the oldest rivers in the world. So we head down that way. That'd be a long tube float, right? And if you go up that way, Susquehanna River goes more into the North Pennsylvania. Oh, 27 people watching. If anybody knows me, they know my favorite number is 27. Hey, this is the T-shirt. You guys have seen the new T-shirt, all right, with the new logo. All right. So we got the double hammock. And what's really neat about this is that if you look at ONEWIND, that's very similar. I didn't even realize that. But we are going to give a T-shirt away today. And now George won the T-shirt last 2 Sundays ago. Well, I guess this Sunday would be 3 Sundays ago. But let's give another T-shirt away. Hey, Big Dog, how are you doing? And everybody, I stopped by and saw Big Dog. We hung out on his porch. Big Dog, I don't know if you want me to give a little bit of update, but yet at all. But if you do, pop in. I didn't know if you'd be stopping over. Big Dog doesn't live too far away, but his son was coming in to visit. I'm hopping on the Harley. I'll be over in a few. All righty. So maybe we'll get him to tell us how he's doing. All right. And if anybody doesn't know, Big Dog had a form of cancer that he was dealing with, incurable. And if you saw Big Dog and I went out, I guess it's almost, wow, that's been a while. We went out and we did a camp overnight, and that was last fall. We did an overnight camp, and you can go back in a playlist and see that. But we both hammocked at Mossy Point Campground. It was a lot of fun. We burned a lot of wood, and I want to thank Mossy Point Campground for blessing us, when we went out there to stay. We were the only 2 people in the whole campground because they were pretty much closed at the time. All right. So how are we going to do the giveaway for the T-shirt? So towards the end of the live tonight, what I'll do is I'll tell you to put a number. Now, everybody can guess just one time, one guess, but it's going to be a number between 0 and 100. The first person to either guess the number or to get the closest to the number when we say stop will win the T-shirt. And then you just got to send me an email with all your information, and I'll get it sent out to you. But when we say go, everybody's going to put one number, either from 0 to 100, and just put that in the comment section, and then I'll have a couple people on here and helping me to kind of see it, and I'll probably show them what the number is ahead of time. But I have it written down over there, and it's turned upside down. So start thinking what number you want to guess. All right. So yeah. So they are working on the bridge underneath. I was going to do a live there 2 Sundays ago. I was going to go back underneath of the bridge, do my live from underneath the bridge. But then I had stopped here right before that, which is a good thing I did, because when I got over there and went underneath, they're doing construction. They got the whole little park that's under there or around there all closed off. You can't even get back there. So what else? What videos do we have this week? So Well, we had a really, really long one. So the Mammoth Dig Site. Now, if you haven't seen that one, go watch it. Now, that could have been 3 videos. So the Mammoth Dig Site in South Dakota. So we show up there early in the morning. We spent the night at a gas station. Then we drive over there and we go into the Mammoth Dig Site. Now, when they discovered the mammoth bones there by a bulldozer, they kind of quarantined the area and started looking, and I guess other paleontologists and stuff got a hold of it and said what they thought they had there, and then they started excavating. Now, it's been a long process, but they have built a building over top of that. So that building that we walked through was built over top of that mound, and they've been digging ever since. And they still got 45 feet to go down. So where the spring was at that one end, it just kind of bubbled up over time, and the sediment just kind of, made it deeper and deeper. But they found where that spring was, and now they got 45 feet to still go down. So a lot more discoveries there. But they had the different mammoths and stuff they found, the 2 different types that they found there. But that's a walkthrough. Then we end up driving through Custer State Park, and that's where we saw a ton of animals: buffalo, prairie dogs. I said it was a fox, but that was a coyote. It was a coyote running through the prairie dogs. They were all chirping, hooting, and hollering, warning one another that there was a coyote coming. All right, so we go from there, and then we go up. We're making our way to Wyoming. Now, a lot of people may have stopped watching the video when we got done with the Mammoth Dig Site. Hey, Mr. B, greetings from Seattle. Well, welcome from Seattle. So if you didn't watch the last part of that video, the sky's not great, but we do go drive through needles, and we saw the one needle there. I forgot what it was called. But the dad and the daughter that we meet there, she just posted a picture. I believe she posted on our Random Adventures 2.0 Facebook family page. She's a photographer, and I had asked her, hey, every once in a while, throw up pictures from your photography. So, yes. Chris says, love prairie dogs. I had never seen a prairie dog. Hey, Hidden Hammock, what country are you in right now, brother? Yes. So if you guys don't know, Hidden Hammock, he's founder of the Stealth Camping Alliance. What I was just saying, when I did that bridge challenge, that was really my very first Stealth Camping Alliance challenge that I ever did. And it was the bridge challenge. Underneath it, that you camp underneath the bridge. So we had gone through the needle, through tunnels and stuff, and then that video ends, and I end up waking up in Thursday's video at Devil's Tower. And if you guys watch me walk around Devil's Tower, and then I go and I sit down and I talk to Frank Sanders, who's climbed it over 2,000 times. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them coming. Hey, Jake, how you doing? We had an opportunity to talk this week finally, which is really awesome. Enjoyed video. Yeah, he video chatted me. I pulled over to the side of the road, and him and I video chatted. Hidden Hammock says, I'm still in Indonesia for another month. Wow, that is so awesome, brother. Robert, hey, how you doing? Peace and blessings, Tony. I enjoyed talking with you on Wednesday. Yes, sir. I did too. Caught the Devil's Tower video. Yes. That I'm heading to Malaysia. Oh, wow. Yeah, and what Josh is doing over at Hidden Hammock, he's taking you on a tour of different places as well. Restaurants, food. Really very eye-opening. Just a lot of spicy food. How about it, Josh? Yeah. Harmon Scott says, hello, I'm new to your channel. Plant City, Florida. Wow. Hey, welcome very much, Herman. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad to have you, and everybody else is glad you're here as well. Hey, Sean Woods, how are you doing? All right. So we wake up with Devil's Tower right there. Now, if you didn't watch the whole thing, maybe you stopped watching after I walked around it. But Frank and I go back to Devil's Tower Lodge. Great place. They got about, I think he said 7 rooms there. It's like a bed and breakfast lodge. Climbers from all over the world come there. Now you don't necessarily have to climb the tower to stay there, but you are on the. You kind of go up the driveway for the park, like get in with the pass, and then their driveway is like going up to Devil's Tower. So they're real within walking distance of it. And a lot of people go there and they walk just all around the area. I on my phone, they're really small. So just making sure I can still see them. All right. So now Monday's video. All right. So Monday's video is going to be Frank and I spend the day together. So it's my day with Frank. He takes me all over the place. We have a great time. Hey, Steve, welcome. I am really glad to see you here, brother. You did get my email. That's awesome. Thought I would surprise you with a quick hello, brother. You really surprised me. And everybody that's on here, there's a lot, Steve. People thinking about you and praying for you. And hey, one day, maybe no videos, so we don't have to do a video, but maybe you and I can just get together and hang out. I would love that. I've been really enjoying all of your videos. And hey, if I had never stealth camped, I would never know who you are. And you've been very inspirational to me and a lot of others, and really greatly appreciate it. And yeah, so this is an early birthday present. If you guys don't know, my birthday is July 27th, so it's coming up pretty quick. And yeah, so and I know, Steve, if you just want to put it in the comment, because I know a couple of people have reached out, and just because you didn't put out a video the other week, but you are struggling, going a little bit from grief and stuff, and you recognize that. And Steve, I want to let you know there's a lot of people praying for you, and I know you know that, and I won't harp on that at all because I know you feel it and know it, but it is very personal to everyone that what you're going through. And thank you. And yeah, I really want to talk to you on the phone privately, just so that we can really get to know one another. And should be back in email sometime. All right. Well, God bless you, brother. And you stay safe up there with all the fires and all the smoke. We've got a little bit of haze from up there as well. All right. So, hey, before I forget. So this is we got a video. I was out last night stealth camping. And a little bit, because I didn't do one Friday, as you guys know, I did a hammock review just because we were traveling and visiting family. And let me just say, so this is going to be a hint. So are you ready? So, all right, it's Christmas in July, right? So I've got a video coming out on Friday. I camped last night. In a Christmas tree farm, of all places. Let me get my thing right there. So in a Christmas tree farm, we had some wind blowing through. I just ate an MRE. In fact, I still have a couple of the components of the MRE here. Menu number 7 of the MRE is there. And so when I got the meal out, it's I just picked meal number 7, and when I did that, I pulled it out. I was looking all over the place for candy canes, but menu number 7. Hey, look at this. Oh, peppermint candies. All right. So isn't that so awesome? So we got peppermint candies. So I ended up eating dinner. Now these are a little wet because they blew all over. 60-mile-an-hour winds came. I had a tarp off like we car camped before. So we had the tarp up over the roof, and that wind just came like a kite, and it blew it right off. It was really crazy wind. I don't want to tell you too much about the video, but if you look inside, well, I don't know if you can see inside. Oh, I got to move you down. You're going to see I got little Christmas lights. So we had our fairy lights going. Now I did, because it was a Christmas tree farm, a huge field. Um, we do decorate. You'll see it on the thumbnail. We decorate a tree with LED lights. All right. So the storm blows by, everything goes apart, and oh my goodness, water was blowing in. It was just really crazy. It was something else. Hey, Michael, how are you doing? Michael Smith and Robert, Carl. All right, I think I got everybody coming along. Alrighty. So I was out last night. All right, so we get there. Now it's a field. It's a field of Christmas trees, and I recorded. While I was recording, like I said, the wind came up and the rain. Oh my goodness, I was drenched. And I don't have it because, but I have my Hawaiian shirt on. You guys have seen that before, so I got my Hawaiian shirt on, and we're just having a great time there. And yeah, when I'm sitting there, like I said, I had to move inside. I was editing, or not editing, but still trying to film. And what happened when I was filming is, at some point, my volume got stuck. And if anybody knows anything about phones, and I film with my phone, I do all my filming with my phone, as you know, when it got stuck, it would make your video turn on. Well, I would do the volume to trying to get it off, and then it would it would turn on and off and on and off and on and off, and it kept turning on and off. And one of the things that I'm going to move this way and sit down here. Let's see. The reenactors for the World War II weekend all jumped ship and left last night with that rain last night. Yeah, it was bad. That rain was really, really bad. I'm going to turn this light on. Just to brighten me up a little bit, because I noticed I was getting a little shadowy. So when what was I saying? Help me out, guys. What was I saying? I was saying something, and it was important. Oh, the phone. Oh, very important. So yeah, I don't know if it got wet, but I did have a pretty nasty fall last night. I have been getting a little bit more unstable, but there was high grass and stuff. But I was positioning the. I don't know if this caused it or not, but I was positioning for a shot, and I just wobbled a little bit, and I stepped backwards, and my foot got caught on a Virginia creeper. A lot of Virginia creepers up there, and if anybody knows, that's a vine that's got 5 leaves. A lot of people think it's poison ivy, but it's not. I even recorded something about that too, and never made the cut. So, well, when I was fell, I threw the phone and the tripod, and it fell into all that rain, grass, high grass, and everything. So I don't know if that affected it over time, but I've got a nice cover on here. So I didn't think it was that, but I wasn't sure. But as the night went on, videoing got harder and harder. And when I say goodnight, I say, okay, I've got the little fan, the USB fan. I'm going to run that, and hopefully it'll dry the phone out overnight if that's the issue. When I wake up in the morning, I restarted my phone again and thought I would do, hey, good morning, guys, I'm waking up, and that kind of stuff, and then get to making coffee and everything. I couldn't do any of that because my phone, because you can control the camera with the on and off buttons, it kept going on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. So finally, I would hold the volume button down to not allow it to shut off, but it would still overcome my even holding the volume down, and it would shut off. And I would get a little bit of recording. So you're going to see it very, very choppy, and I'm trying to explain what's going on. And yeah, and then I finally figured out, you know what? I can probably do this screen capture on my phone. That will I can do mic and video because it's showing me, but then I'll hit record and it'll still try to record, but I'll do a video capture. And I do a video capture at the end, and that's how I'm doing it. I say, hey, I'm going through my phone, video capture, da-da-da. We're going to go to a Verizon store. So I went to a Verizon store. They weren't open yet. I think there was another hour and a half till it opened. I messaged my friend Dave at RNRV Chronicles, and he says, hey, don't go to, they're going to try to sell you a new phone. Bring it up here. Let's look at it. So I took it up there, and there must have been dirt or something in the volume control that wasn't letting it do volume. So that was that issue. And so the ending of that video, I still do Tony 2.0 out, I think, but I got it uploaded. So it's already scheduled for Friday. Now, I didn't make that one a premiere. I'm just going to let that one go for next Friday at 5 p.m. I do want to start getting back to my Thursday night videos. So after the 24th of July, I'm going to start doing my Thursday night videos again, which will be the camping videos. It's always worked for me early on, and I just like to get back to that format. I know Friday's putting out camping videos. We talked about this before. I think the algorithm is a little tougher on Fridays because everybody's getting off work and going out, either they got their paycheck and they're going out to eat, or their husband and wives are doing stuff together and things like that, or guys are going out and going fishing and stuff, and catch my camping video like Saturday or late Sunday. But then Sunday night it interferes with this because, as you know, we like to do Sunday night lives wherever we're at. I'll be back soon. Tony says, hidden hammock. All righty, brother. Conrad says, wow, from the neck up, you look like Santa Claus with the hat on. Yeah. But I did look a lot more in those videos. As you know, I've trimmed the beard some. But yeah, hopefully not as big as Santa, right? I've been working on my ho-ho-hos. There's a little, there's some humor in this video too coming up. Yeah, but major storms came through. There was places in Pennsylvania. In fact, I just want to pray, just be mindful to pray for those 4 people lost their lives, and I think 2 of them were children in the Pennsylvania area. I'm not exact. I think north of Pittsburgh. But think of this: 6 to 7 inches of rain in an hour, 1 hour. That's a waterfall, right? They said they had 4 and 5 feet of rain in the streets. That's crazy. And I know up towards Vermont, Montpelier, that flooded. So the East Coast, we're really getting hammered a lot with rain. I know in the middle of the country, not as much. Out in Arizona, I mean, they're having the heat, right? So they're having a ton of heat. They said it's over 100 in places. I think Arizona was 118 just yesterday. Or maybe it was this morning. I don't know. But they said it was 94 degrees when they woke up this morning. Yeah, that's crazy. So, yeah. All righty. So, anybody got any questions? Jake says, I bought a Louisiana crunch cake at Walmart today. Yummy. Yes. Yummy, says Jake. The Oregon boy. Number 69 would be my guess. All right. Well, hold on to those guesses, right? All right. So, because like I said, we're going to give a T-shirt like this away towards the end of the program. I'll let you know. But start thinking of a number, but don't tell anybody what your number is, Jake. So, hold on to that number because when I say go, you're going to put the numbers in the comments section, and we'll let that go for a little bit of time. And then anybody that gets the number first, all right? And when we gets the T-shirt, and I'll mail that out to them. But if nobody gets the number, it's going to be the first person that gets the number closest to that number without going over when we say stop. All right. Hey, Pastor Ian, how you doing? RIG Outdoors. Good evening, Tony. Yeah, Louisiana crunch cake. As you know, I haven't eaten one of those in the last couple of videos. Not that I don't like them anymore. I love them. But I just been doing a few other desserts. I had a dessert planned for last night, but with the rain and the tarp, I mean, the tarp, it just pulled. It yeah, you'll see it in the video. It went, but it was flat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of my. Well, no, it doesn't remind me of that because it went way worse than my Centralia video, my very first overnight hammock. First time ever in a hammock. I hear a Harley coming. Yeah, dude, here comes Big Dog riding over. All right. So my first ever in a hammock overnight was in Centralia, PA, and that was during Snowstorm Izzy. So I slept in that overnight. And if you remember how that one starts, there's my tarp's flapping in the wind, and that tarp, it pulled loose and it just started flapping. And when it did that, I said, hey, we got a dilemma here. And so we made it all night long, but I couldn't feel my fingertips or my toes tips for at least 3 weeks after that video. And I went, I don't know if I like this sleeping in the middle of a blizzard, but I fell in love with the whole stealth camping and because that was one of my first ever stealth camps. The first one I ever did for the challenge was under that bridge right over there. Hey, Darlene, how are you doing? I'm here now. Finally, hello to everyone. Yes, Darlene, I did get your text, but I was just getting ready to go live, and I couldn't pop on there and read it, or they kicked me out of my own live. All right, but yeah. So, like I said, if anybody's got a question, we got 44 people here. We're not going to have a sunset because the sun is already set over on the other side of the mountain there. And yeah, so, but we do get the river set. So I'll give you a good look at the river. You're going to hear some traffic going up by. This is 15. 15 goes up along into Danville. Then north of there continues to go up. You do pick up Route 80. Not route. I always say route, but Interstate 80. Now, Interstate 80, Camp Gourmet and I, we did our Memorial Day stealth camp right off the exit of 80, Interstate 80, and then also 81. You guys are real familiar with because I've done several there as well. And yeah. All righty. So 42. What is the name of the river? All right. So great question, darling. This is the Susquehanna River. And a lot of indigenous Indian population, very big trading routes, a lot of history with the Susquehanna River. You can get, there's a lot of arrowheads that you can find. I did, in my early days of, sound like a long time ago, but within my first, I think 3 videos, first 3 or 4 videos, there's a cave going to, I'm looking for 2 caves. And that is on the other side. This is backwards. On the other side of the river, over there. So on that side, you run down along that mountain that's running down there, and well, actually, right over where those woods are. If you go, there's a little road pull off, and then you can be on where the railroad tracks are. If you watch that video, you see I park there and I walk down along there and I find 2 caves. One, I had to climb up a scale of rope. I wouldn't be able to do that now since the stroke, but one day I will. All right, Darlene, it's Susquehanna. Yeah. All right, so like I said, 42 people watching. I can't see. Maybe, Darlene, you can shoot me how many likes we got, but I want to say thank you very much for all the likes and everything so far. I'm trying to get this hat right. So, this looks weird because on me, it's on Well, it's backwards, so it doesn't look like it's on the right side. All right. And so, yeah. So, let's say what's the deal with the Santa hat? Well, it's going to be the upcoming video, Christmas in July, right? I have a Christmas in July theme. Darling, not yet. So, I have a Christmas in July theme, and we do Christmas in July video in a field of Christmas trees. So it's, I believe it. I don't believe they're really cutting the Christmas trees or trimming them. They had a lot of stuff growing up through them, but beautiful. Up until we got 60-mile-an-hour winds and a big lightning and thunderstorm that came through. But the lightning and thunder were at a distance. But man, it was raining sideways. What a time! Think you ready to step in here and say hi? All right. So, oh no, never interrupt. So everybody say hi to Big Dog right here. All right. So if you guys remember, let me try to position this so we can both get in here. Oh, I think so. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at Skeeter's right between us. So that's a barbecue place. If you guys are just tuning in, that's a barbecue place. Now, Big Dog and I were camping, and I was telling him about that and stuff. And we had awesome fire, didn't we? Oh my gosh, yeah. And that was the first time in that hammock. But you've got another hammock now that we're hoping to get out again soon. And if I don't know if you guys watched that video. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. And you'll know a lot more if you don't about Big Dog. And we worked together, in fact, over in Sunbury for quite a few years. I don't know how many years.
3 or 4.
3 or 4 years. So we were doing solar panels and stuff like that. And I was in sales. Chris was doing a lot of installing and so forth, and climbed on a lot of roofs. Yeah, he did. Too many. So we reconnected and found out that Big Dog had incurable, and we've been praying for him, as many of you have asked. And I try to give updates different times. I know he had gone through chemotherapy and so forth, and we kept y'all informed. He kept y'all informed too. But you want to give a quick update?
Everything's going okay. I had 9 rounds of chemo and it didn't go into remission, but it was close. So now I'm on maintenance drug. Every 8 weeks I have to go in and they put a bag through me. And that'll be for probably about 3 years if everything goes well. They wanted to do the stem cell, but I turned that down.
Yeah.
At some point I'll have to, but
yeah,
I'm not going to do it till I have to. That's a month in the hospital and a bunch of side effects.
And what was that? Was only 1% or something you were saying?
It was like a 1% mortality rate, but
yeah,
but it had a lot of side effects.
Yeah.
Plus a month in the hospital.
No, that's never fun. No, one day in the hospital is not fun. But I was going to reach up and grab his whiskers because when we were camping, he was just starting his chemo and was starting to lose all of his facial hair and also his regular hair, but he keeps it shaved anyhow. Yeah. but that morning after we hammocked overnight when we were making breakfast and stuff, he mentioned about losing, and then he came over for a live at the studio. I think it was that next week.
Yeah.
And then we did a live in studio. So I think you were my very first live. Yeah. Very first live in the studio.
And very first duo camp.
Oh yeah, very first duo camp too. Yeah, you were. Yeah, and we did that. Video is really neat because we're not standing here talking side by side. We had the fire in front of us, and there's a director mode on the Samsung phone. You go into director, it makes a little screen at the bottom for one person, and then a bigger screen on the other side. So we actually sat across from each other. And in that video is the first time I ever did that, or first time I ever had the opportunity to where we sat across from each other and talked. Really cool.
I had like a split screen where it showed both of us.
Yeah, it was really, really neat. Hey, honey. So let's see. Darling says, Lisa says, prayers, hearts, and heart, love eyes. All right. Darlene says, while you are racking the Oh, rocking the skull cap, big dog. Yes, he is. Yeah. For some reason, mine is showing 13. And oh, when I said 30 earlier, I didn't know, darling. I thought you were guessing the number of the T-shirt giveaway. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that was 30 likes. Now it's up to 34. Darling says hi, Lisa. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
I don't know how you can see it. I can't read it from here. I'm blind.
yeah, that's why I keep bending over like that, going, "Oh, what does that say?" So, videos coming up this week. So on Monday, man, they close in 15 minutes behind us. Maybe they'll walk us out some barbecue, like
Yeah.
instead of throw it away. It's good. Have you eaten here?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't. So, one of the reviews about here is it was in the newspaper. And I read it. It says it's like eating barbecue in a treehouse because you're up on this rise, looking down at the river. They've got a patio that runs out around the side, and I think my thumbnail. I'm sitting over by the truck over there, so that's where the thumbnail's at. But the patio is really cool just to come out and sit and hang out and watch the river, have some of the barbecue. Now, they have pork, chicken, and their brisket. They've got some good brisket. I had their brisket. It was delicious. Yeah. Their coleslaw is amazing as well. And I think the brisket it's like a trio slider. You get 3 little sliders. And the sliders were each one of those, and you can get horseradish sauce and put that on your thing. Lisa's saying hi, darling, and says I missed you guys. Hey, Jeff, I'm jumping in late. Didn't get notified. Oh man, I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't notify, but if you guys are just jumping on, I want to encourage you. Steve Wallace was on tonight, wanted to say hi and just acknowledge he got my email, wanted to jump on and say hi. So from what I've heard, he's doing good. You know, like I said, he's just still going through that grieving process and stuff, which, is can be a long process. And I don't believe you ever get healed from it. And I know many on here have experienced a lot of what he's experiencing with the different stages of grief. So just continue to keep him in prayer. And yeah, we love you, Steve. All right. So I don't see any more comments and any more things like that. We got 44. I see my eyes get big. We got 44 people watching. Awesome. So it's 42 minutes. We're into it. And like I said, we're probably not sure how long we're going to stay on. But there's a little boat club down there. And that's where I think they got, yeah, down at that. And I'm going to move this here for a second so they can see that. So right over here, you guys know what long boats are with the long oars, and you got about 10 people sitting in a long rowing boat. That's a club, a boat club. So the river, right, do this again, right on the other side of the bridge is a dam. It's an inflatable dam. It's the longest inflatable dam in the world. All right. So there's a pump house. They've had a lot of problems with it over the years, but they pump it up every year. And what that does is it makes a lake, and they call it Lake Augusta. So that makes, I forget how many acres it becomes. It's a huge amount of acreage that become a lake, and you can boat a lot of boats, different things. They used to do concerts. They may even have still.
Probably.
Yeah, they over on the other side, they do concerts and stuff.
Like concerts in the park or whatever.
Concerts in the park, yeah. So that is Sunbury, right across the street there. Across the street, across the bridge, and up along the river. Now, there is a wall that runs along the river on that side. And back in 1972, Agnes came through and it flooded a lot of that over there. And they ended up building a wall for water management. and water mitigation, but it has protected the town several times, except for the water that comes up, seeps up from underneath the basements and stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. Skeeter just closing. Yeah. They got 15 minutes to run us some barbecue out. Barbecue samples out here.
I think we're going to be out of luck.
I think so too. Yes, Miss 2.0, Lisa says prayers for Steve. Yeah, in big capital letters. Jeff Cooper says 4.5 years of grieving for us. And yes, Jeff. And if, yeah, definitely, Jeff. Yeah, and I don't think it stops. I mean, I don't know personally. All right. So I really can't speak to that pain and how to mitigate and manage that pain. I really can't. So old Kraken says 10 years and it never goes away. Yes. And Dennis, yeah. Yeah. My dad, yeah. Miss 2.0, yeah. We just lost her dad a year ago and just experienced 1 year. That was my fishing buddy. We fished the Susquehanna quite a bit. Lake Raystown. We went down to the Chesapeake. I remember the first time he caught a striper out at Lake Raystown. It was about 44-inch striper. Man, it was huge. And he was excited. I was excited for him. We had a great time fishing. We went on Sparky Price's boat. He's got the record for the largest striper caught in Pennsylvania. And we went out there. Now I'm talking 25 years ago. We were out fishing out there. Yeah.
I've never been there fishing.
No, that's a huge lake. Deep. I caught I was 1 ounce, not even ounce, a quarter of an ounce away from that year winning first place for the largest lake trout ever caught in Pennsylvania for that year. Somebody from the club that does the awards had a 1/4 inch heavier.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Right before mine. I did get a second place trophy, but a lot of people had their fish mounted, taxidermy. I had a picture of my fish, and they asked what I did with it, and I said, we ate it. So that was back before catch and release, but we ate it. It was good. It was a good, tasty.
That's what you catch them for, isn't it?
Yeah, and why not second place? What? Maybe that was a precursor to 2.0, right?
There you go.
Yeah, so that was good. Yeah. All right. So I am saying we got 41 people still watching, and we've been live for 48 minutes. We're probably not going to stay on too long. I think only 1 hour. Because I got to drive home yet. Herman says I had to bury my wife in March. Lost her because of that nasty bug. Yeah, and so much loss happened during COVID. A lot of loss. And yeah, Herman, we'll be praying for you as well. And, I don't know if you guys... I know there's groups and things like that, but if you're ever struggling, I can't relate to it, but I am easy to talk to, and I'm a good listener. So I would love to listen. Prayers for Big Dog. Hey, Lou, how are you doing? That's Rob. So Lou, as we have, he premiered in a video too. We went down to pick up the car carrier from Dennis. We went down. And I met Lou at a Cracker Barrel after he had gone to a Cracker Barrel and met Dennis there, and then brought it before we did our trip across America. Now, the trip across America is almost done. July 24th, Monday, July 24th, I think it's Monday, is going to be the last video. So I hang out with Frank Sanders from Devil's Tower. We hang out for the day on Monday's video. Then on Thursday's video, I go through the Badlands. So we go through Badlands, and then the very next Monday is the last video, and we are at a spam museum. I thought I had a can of spam here. I don't. But that's at a spam museum in Minnesota, and that, believe it or not, is the last video of our travel video. 37 videos of going across America. If you haven't watched any of them, go back and watch. Try to pick it up maybe in the middle when we're doing some camping and stuff out in Carrizo Plains out in California. Super bloom. Just we drive over $1 Million Highway. Just the views. What you see is just amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's see. Herman says, had to bury my wife in March because of that nasty bug. She couldn't recover from it, but honestly shows like yours and Steve's has helped. Oh, shows. Oh, well, thank you, brother. Send me an email so that I can send you my phone number and we can talk. Let's get to know one another a little better, brother. All right. Lisa says, trip across Canada. There you go. Yeah. Hey, maybe that's next time. Yeah, trip across Canada. That would be cool.
I'm thinking trip across Bahamas.
Trip across Bahamas.
In the wintertime.
In the wintertime. Like south in the winter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stella, hey, Stella. So, hi, Tony. Oh, I want to get this before it goes away. Hi, Tony. My husband and I are Hispanic, and we were wondering why you don't heat up your tortillas. I grew up in a traditional Hispanic family, and Mom made fresh ones every day for us. Well, let me tell you, because I like to just eat them quick. No, but sometimes I do. But however, Emma Brown, I think it was two Sundays ago, I guess Mission tortillas now have raw, where you have to heat them up. So they are in bags, and I did find them at Walmart when I was looking after she said. So they do have those. So if I do some tortillas, I'm going to be heating them up. But I've got that 8-inch skillet, that fire maple skillet, and I think that would be great to heat up. Now, on Carrizo Plains, when I was out there with Dana, we did heat the tortillas up. In fact, we had steak the one night at camp, like a flank steak that I brought along, and also hot dogs. One day with cheese for lunch. Oh, that was good. And we, yeah, they get nice and crispy and crunchy. Very nice. Trip across America and weekly videos. I've been spoiled, says Salty Raider. How are you doing, brother? Oh, I got to get glad you already did your journey with all the heat out there now. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, very, very hot. It is beautiful. Yes. So JPZ says, love watching. Cheers from Seattle. I didn't get up to Seattle. Man, that would be a place to go like now or soon before it gets too cold. Well, Seattle, they just get a lot of rain. I guess the weather in Seattle is pretty good. Have you ever been to Seattle?
No.
No?
I've just heard it rains all the time.
All the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mount Rainier cherries. Oh, Pikes, where they throw the fish. There was a very inspirational book written about, how to just love your job. And it was working at the fish market. That was a very inspirational book. Hit that thumbs up button. Yes, Lou. All right. So I'll tell you what we got. When it hits 55 minutes, we're going to go for 5 minutes. Okay. And we're going to do a t-shirt giveaway. So you help me watch here if you can see it.
Okay.
So,
I'll have to get up close.
there you go. So, let me do this over here. That's when you see that, you can say stop. All right. So what we're going to do is give a t-shirt away as Random Adventures 2.0 t-shirt giveaway. And how we're going to do that is you're going to put a number. Don't start yet, but you're going to put, everybody gets to guess one number, and whoever gets that number first receives a t-shirt from Random Ventures 2.0, and it'll be this design. And if you don't care for this design, want one of the other designs, we'll talk about that before it gets sent out. All right. But I will need to get you my email, which my email is randomadventures927@gmail.com. And that's at the bottom of every description of every video as a way to contact me. All right. So, oh, it's 8:55. So anybody that gets the number, and we're going to go till 9 o'clock. So give it 5 minutes. Everybody guess one number. Anybody that gets the number, it stops.
Yes.
So one number in the comment section, and go ahead and start putting them up. Guess one number in between 0 and 100. I forgot to say that. All right, and whoever is at 9 o'clock, if nobody guesses that number, it will be the closest number without going over. All right. So, all right, we got numbers flying. Hey, David, how are you doing? All right. Hey, Tom O. Yes, and Tim, how are you guys doing? Hey, Mike, how are you doing? Brother, you've been hiking. I see you've been out in some trails and things like that. Hey, John. All right. Da, 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 da. Hey, Madge. Hey, Salty Raider. All right, we got numbers flying in here. JPZ's guessing. Josh. Price is Right rules, laugh out loud. All right, we're going to spin the big wheel. Let's see. Hey, Robert. That is my favorite number. But that'd have been too easy. So, yeah, a lot of you guys know my favorite number is 27. Yeah, because I'm born on the 27th. And I've got a grandson born on the 27th. He'll be 1 year old, River. And Rachel is a 27 birthday as well. Lou, Robert. Hey, Mike. Yes, I like that, brother. Alrighty. And I'm watching the time. Dun, 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 dun.
Jeopardy.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Derek Smith says, hey, good to see you guys. Me and the family are watching. Well, hello, family. Yes. And everybody on here is also the 2.0 family. Greatly appreciate everyone. Hi, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing? I saw Darlene's hi, Johnny. Now I look up, I see Johnny on here. Hey, Johnny, and hi, Mary, because I know Mary's watching as well. Alrighty. Let's see, we got a minute and coming up on a minute and a half left. We got 49 people. Just to reiterate, it's one guess. And whoever gets closest to the number that I've written down on the back of that paper without going over, if nobody guesses it. If somebody guesses it, game over. Nobody has guessed it yet, but it'll be the person who is the closest to the number without going over at 9 p.m. All right.
I don't know who's the closest so far.
Yeah. When are you going to get a Harley? Yeah, me? As soon as Miss 2.0 says, Tony, get it hard. No. Yeah. Let's see. Conrad. I believe I know someone that's closest. But when we say go, you guys will look back through the comments too and then just double check to make sure. All righty. Don't forget to get your guess in. Coming up, we got 20 seconds left. I'm going to grab a water. get my voice ready. Ho, ho, ho.
Everybody quit guessing.
Mm. There's probably 46 guesses on there. 49 guesses. Alrighty.
9 o'clock.
Okay, 9 o'clock. We've been on for 1 hour. All right, so I'm going to scroll, but you guys can help me.
Josh's camping had 83.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the closest one I saw.
Okay. So the number is 87. All right. So whoever was closest to number 87 won. Miss 2.0 knows why I picked 87, right? Yeah, so if anybody knows me in hockey, Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh Penguins. And all right, so who? Oh, 45 likes now. Awesome, awesome. 51 people watching. Those who just tuned in, we just at 9 o'clock we ended the T-shirt giveaway, which is a design like this. Scroll back, everyone, if you think. So nobody guessed 87, so it's going to be the closest person to 87 without going over.
I think Josh is camping there. He had 83.
Okay, so 83. Josh is camping and outdoor adventures. Hey, Josh, you are the winner of a T-shirt, a Random Adventures 2.0 T-shirt. Yes, was it me at 83? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Alrighty. So congratulations, Josh. We'll do this again. I like doing it. Yeah, it's almost like Christmas in July, right? All right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So that'll be Josh, reach out to me. You got my number. You got also my text message. Text me your address, size, and if you want a different shirt other than this one, let me know as well. And then I'll get that mailed out. All right.
He said thank you.
I'm so excited. Thank you. A big old truck going. Oh, that was a big helmet. Just flew by. See it? Yeah. So I don't know if you guys know what a Helgermite is, but it is, oh goodness, they're about that long. They're in the river. Awesome fishing bait. Awesome fishing bait. But you catch them, you get a rake and you rake it, and somebody's got a net and they scoop them up. But they got pinchers on them. Bad, big pinchers too.
They're ugly.
Yeah, they are very ugly. So Helgermites, you catch them, you hook them behind there's a shell on their neck, and you run a hook on there. So when a fish goes to bite it, they slide up the hook and you lose your Helgermite. So, but Helgermites this time of year grow wings and emerge out of the water. And one of them just flew, kind of dive bombed us, flew right past us. Oh, I can't answer that phone, honey, because it'll kick me off live. Yeah, you see the number there? You think you can call her to find out if everything's okay? Yeah, so we're going to have a Miss 2.0 call. Yep. Just she's trying to call me right now, and I can't answer the phone. Yeah. All right. So, do you want to fill in? Yeah. What? What's that? Really? Oh, hold on. Oh, laugh out loud after the bell. Oh, JPZ. I'll tell you what, that's what Miss 2.0 was calling me about. I'm like, why is she calling me in the middle of a live? All right. But I guess you didn't hit it at 9 o'clock. But I'll tell you what, brother, we got two winners tonight. It's Christmas in July. All right, hon. Okay, I'll talk to you, hon, later. Okay. Love you. Bye. Bye. Thanks for that, hon. See ya. Bye. I laugh out loud. I was just messing around. No, JPZ. send me an email and we'll get in touch. But we're giving away 2 t-shirts tonight. Yep. Alrighty. So, all right. We still got 44 people watching. So I'll tell you what. Do you want to let everybody see your bike?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm going to spin this around here. There's, ooh, let me grab a different light here too. All right. Yeah. All right. Guys, look at that. Look at that Harley. Oh, get my light out of there. Ooh. So that's Big Dog's Harley. Look at that blue lights on there. Does that look sweet or what? Yeah, he took me for a ride around the parking lot before we started. No, just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be fun.
yeah, I'd be holding on to his waist.
Just don't be goosing me.
No. All right. So that's Big Dog's bike there. Look at that blue lights. Isn't that neat? Small Town Adventure says, I can't see. The closer I get, the blurrier it is. That's gorgeous. Beautiful bike. Yeah.
Thank you.
Darlene says, I want to ride Big Dog. So
Come on down.
yeah, come on down. Yeah. Scott, you want to tell them about people that want to know a little bit about it? What year is it?
It's an '07 Dynaglide, Harley Dynaglide. Took about 2 days to put the lights on it because it's hard to hide wiring on a cycle.
I'll get them lit.
So
We got an O light, O bulb.
that bike's really not the same bike as when I bought it. The only things that are original is the 2 fenders and the gas tank. Other than that, everything else I've changed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I even changed the handlebars and all the controls and everything, but it didn't have any of that chrome on it.
Okay. And this is Eagles?
It's till 96.
Okay.
Screaming Eagle.
Screaming Eagle, 96. Harley Davidson.
96 cubic inch motor.
Oh, okay. That's what 96 stands for. See, I'm so motorcycle illiterate. Yeah, very cool.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. Yeah, we heard him coming all the way.
Oh, good to hear me.
Yeah, I heard you coming up here this way. Yeah. But yeah, no barbecue from Skeeters. They haven't gotten any out here.
Well, we missed out.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. I'll put this right here. Hey, 2.0 fam. Hi, Miss 2.0 and Big Dog. So that is our friend there. Let's see, get that. So New Year's Eve, he had bought a bunch of, you guys saw that. I think I posted it on our Facebook family. But 2.0 fan, he bought all the Louisiana crunch cakes that we dropped on our live during New Year's Eve. Yeah. So we had them all taped together, and Jonathan was up for that live, and we did New Year's Eve drop. Emma Brown, how are you? Big Dog is looking good. Yes, he is.
Thank you.
Yes, he is. Yeah, and if you weren't on when we talked about it, you can go. He did talk about where he's at in the process as far as treatment. So, like I said, done with initial radiation. Didn't get it to remission, but got close. And remember, guys, this is incurable. All right.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And say what it is again.
Mantle cell lymphoma.
Mantle cell lymphoma. And when you watch the video of Big Dog and I camping, it goes into more detail. But I know Emma's been praying for you and Darlene, everybody.
I appreciate that, everybody.
Yeah, Josh. And
never have too many.
No, definitely not. Looking forward to seeing Big Dog and Tony Camp 2.0. Yeah, but it'll be our second time out. When I went over to his house the other day, we were sitting out on the porch and we were talking about getting together to go out on a camp. I've got a place that I think we're going to go to. I think it'll work out good. So we're not gonna do a campground this time, but it's not going to be a high risk situation camp or anything like that.
You can't talk and have fun in a high risk.
No. I pray for you every day, Big Dog, says I'm around.
Thank you, Andy.
Yes. All righty. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We got 1 hour and 10 minutes. All right, 33 people still watching. All righty. So I'm going to say let's go to 120. All right. So anybody that's got any questions for me, we're going to go to 120. So next week, like I said, Monday is me and Frank Sanders, who had climbed Devil's Tower more than 2,000 times, all the way up, and taken many, many people up, doing a guide, and he runs the lodge out there. But I stayed with him for a couple nights, and the one day we go and travel. I think he said it's almost, to get to a big grocery store, it's an hour drive. But we go to a town, we go to a community center, beautiful community center out there. Yeah, we go into a thrift shop. He walks up to a piano. He's a beautiful, accomplished piano player. Oh my goodness. And plays a piano in there. It was just amazing. And then we go back to the lodge. So that video ends with him and I talking on the port patio. And then the next video is Badlands, and then the Spam Museum on the following Monday. So those are the videos coming up. And then, hey, you got a video coming up Friday, which is this hat and me doing a stealth Christmas camp. So Christmas in July. Well, like I said, it's going to be a great video. But my phone gave me a lot of issues at the end, in the morning and through the night. So I couldn't really film a whole lot, but I was able to get it edited. And thank goodness Dave fixed it. And so far it's working good. Working good. I was trying to edit and the volume kept coming up and kicking me out. Oh boy, it was I just prayed about it and I was able to get it done and then up.
Technology.
Yes. Has Big Dog ever traveled out west, says Carl?
As far as California.
Yeah, as far as California.
Spent a lot of time in California and then Texas.
Alrighty. So 7 more minutes. Hurry. All right. So I do want to say thanks a lot to everyone that jumped on and just all the comments, just all you guys. I really love seeing you guys talk and saying hi to one another every week in the comments. It really just blesses me. And I know that a lot of people are bringing things for prayer and also talking and praying for one another. Yes.
Yeah, thanks everyone for the prayers. They're greatly appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just continue to pray for Josh too. Josh who won the T-shirt tonight, but Josh and I have talked. He has diminished lung capacity and so forth. So continue to pray for him. Did you ride your bike out, Big Dog? Did you ride your bike?
No,
that's a long ride.
No, I did that working, so I was in a work vehicle.
Yeah. So what's the furthest you ever rode your bike?
Let's see, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, New York.
Okay.
That's about it. Just mostly.
Yeah.
Relatively close.
Yeah. Well, those are pretty Ferraris. Yeah. Yeah.
West Virginia one was the most interesting.
Oh, really?
The mountains. And
oh, yeah. Did you go on the, was it Bluegrass or the
Blue Ridge?
Blue Ridge?
No, I haven't.
No?
Where
That's
I
a
really
long
want to go is
ride.
in Tennessee, though.
Oh,
Telling
yeah?
a Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
That's a crazy ride.
I think Dave did that. Him and his friends did that a
Probably.
couple of years ago.
Everybody that rides wants to do Tell It a Dragon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, Josh is saying thank you for the prayers, and Emma and Robert and everybody else. Oh, Carl praying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we got 5 minutes. So it's a winding down. So I do want to say that the last couple camping videos, the Friday night videos, I want to thank y'all for watching those. You are going to see a little bit more of OneWind products. I am going to be doing some product reviews for them as well, more than just the hammock. They've got a great selection of items. I really like that. Yeah, so you're gonna. I'm watching the comments. I don't want to miss anything. With only 4 minutes to go. Yeah, Darling says. Glad to have you on the live, big dog. Yeah, it's
Thank
been a
you,
while
Darlene.
since you guys have seen him. Says, any ideas on a 10K subscriber special? Almost there. Yeah, how about it? We hit 8,500 subscribers the other day. So that was on the 13th. Yeah. And I think as of overnight, it got another 33. So 85, 33. So it is growing. And I thank you guys for sharing my content and things like that. Just really appreciate it. And all the encouragement as well. And thank you all for watching. And I love everybody making comments. I love answering everybody. So if you look through and you notice, you'll see probably a comment on every every comment. Even when someone gives me a bad comment, I've only had a couple. So
I have
only
a harder time not saying something on the bad ones than he does.
So, yeah. Hey, Indian Hammock. How are you doing? Or, I always say hammock. I got hammock on the brain. Hemlock. Indian hemlock. Johnny Torres says, I plan on buying the same hammock. Oh, you have. I think that's what's it. Oh, you reviewed. Yeah, and I started including their I think it's 5%. They give 5% discount if you go through the link that's on there. Robert says, really enjoyed the live feed. Peace and multiplied blessings, Tony and the entire 2.0 family. Thank you, brother, for that. Jeff says, see, your subscriber count is growing nicely. Yes, very, very nice. Nice. I'm looking to buy a couple OneWind hammock system. Those buckle straps, I love them buckle straps. Really like the buckle straps. I was going to throw the hammock in the car and talk about it a little bit. But if you notice, I didn't use carabiners on that. I wanted to use the strap like it is, but like Dennis said, it's quicker to deploy when you use carabiners on that loop. So I am going to be putting the carabiners back on and let the buckle there all the time, because usually what I do is just pull the strap out, go around the tree, and then stretch my hammock out. I love the idea of the double stuff sack. Really nice. And that bug net, because the bug net isn't zippered to the hammock, it doesn't pull in at all. So when it spreads out, it's spreading out and doesn't have any tension to pull in.
Gives you more room.
It does. It really does. It says that you can lay horizontal on that one as well. All right. Love your great review videos. Oh, thank you. I want to buy it, but currently looking at buying a pup tent. Yeah. So the hammock, I believe it's $69 for the one with the mosquito net. And you can come up inside of this mosquito net. I thought that would be difficult. One of the nice things is when you sit on it, the hammock, the net is down in front of you. It's not attached to the hammock. So you can kind of stand in the little hole and you're inside of it. And it's not ever hitting your face. I was surprised about that. So it was really, really good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. We're 7 seconds away. So we're going to go just a little bit over saying good night and goodbye. All right. Did you want to say anything?
Well, take care, everyone, and thanks again for all the prayers, and we'll see you in the future.
Yeah, and in a video, camping video,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, because we're definitely going to do that. And I want to say thanks a lot for coming along, and thanks a lot for just watching during the week. I know sometimes when the videos come out, you don't get a chance, but hopefully you go back and watch them because it's just a blessing for me to know that you watched it, and really, really good. Night all says Carl. Old Kraken Day says Tony is having a closeout. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So we're gonna see next Friday's video with Christmas in July. We're gonna go ahead and close this out. So Tony and Big Dog saying goodnight from Skeeter's Barbecue. You can't see their sign anymore because they get the light on, but they're closed. 9 o'clock, they close on Sundays. During the week, they're open until 10 o'clock, and they've got great food. So if you're in the area, stop by and check them out. All right. And I want to say thank you as well to Alex, the owner, and also Tucker, the manager, for allowing me to be out here to share my live with you guys out with this awesome view. One look at Sunbury across the river, and the river and all the lights. And so it's going to be, oh, can I get the light out of there? Because I like to see, oh, that's even better. Oh, they look clear, don't we? Crisp and clear. Too clear. All right. So it's going to be Tony and Big Dog. And how do we do it? 2.0 out. All right. Good night, everyone. Hey, thanks a lot for watching again, and we'll see you on the next random adventure. All righty. See ya. Good night. Have an awesome week.